कैसा लग रहा है तुझे? लाइक इतना बड़ा गेस्ट आया है तेरे पॉडकास्ट पे.
Very excited.
किसका सपना नहीं होता यार मूवीज में एक्ट करना? सबका होता है. Now it's fun that I have a following. And my only motivation in life is money. मतलब लोग बहुत बदतमीज हैं यार इंटरनेट पे. तो one wrong thing you do is like भाई इसको तो ये भी नहीं आता, क्यों दे रहे हो इसको पैसे? लोगों को ऐसा लगता है कि मैं जानबूझ के गलत चीजें कर रहा हूँ. ऐसा नहीं है. I don't want to make it big. I want to be rich.
Welcome to the Front Seat Show powered by MGZS EV. Thank you so much, MG, for giving us this pure electric and premium SUV. This is an amazing car, comes with tons and tons of features, and this has all the performance we need for today's shoot. This not only has luxurious features, but also has a dual pane panoramic sunroof, which is incredible. Very, very premium interiors, all the features and all the performance you need from a car. And the kind of ride quality, comfort and sustainability that MG promotes, it makes this car extra special. I'm so happy that MG is part of this series. And today on the episode of Front Seat Show, we are hosting Apoorva, also known as the Rebel Kid online. She's a force of nature, one of the funniest friends that I have. And she's one person that I really look up to. The kind of content that she has created has helped her build one of the most strongest communities that I've seen in the Indian influencer ecosystem. I'm so happy to be meeting her today, and the conversation is going to be very exciting. Come, we're going to go and pick her up.
Just for you.
मुझे एक बात होता है, जैसे जब मैं पॉडकास्ट के क्वेश्चंस लिख रहा था ना, तो मेरा जो the thing that I was the most intrigued about, I stalked your entire Instagram profile because I only knew you till from 2020 online, and then last year we met.
Yeah.
So I saw that you used to read books.
Yeah.
तो looking for Alaska पढ़ रही थी बैठ के.
I love looking for
तेरे पास
Alaska.
पूरा
I love John Green.
I saw you had scribbled. I have a recording of me narrating paragraphs of Looking for Alaska.
Yeah, it used to be my favorite book.
तो ये तो बहुत ही, I don't know, when I saw that and then I saw this version of you which is मतलब very rebellious, for the lack of a better pun.
Now you think that I don't read books?
I don't think so. You do?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you
now
say?
I look uneducated and just uncultured to you, Wadhwa. Is that what you say?
Pretty much. But एक सेकंड, तो कभी भी किताबें पढ़ती है?
नहीं यार.
नहीं पढ़ती ना, मुझे
Time
पता
नहीं
है.
मिलता.
हाँ वही ना, मतलब there was a picture that you had posted with all the books on the tables.
Yeah.
मैंने कहा ये तो this is not the Apoorva I know. So I'll tell you my first question, right, that I really want to dive deeper.
Yeah.
कि when did this version of Apoorva come? Like, you know, the version that I know, which is like this fun.
I used to absolutely love reading as an escape. Like I used to read one book a day, kind of, and all love stories, like cliche, Durjoy Datta, Chetan Bhagat, John Green, that sort of a vibe, like जो हर लड़की पढ़ती है. I was just a nice escape from reality because मतलब ऐसा reality में कुछ खास amazing fun हो नहीं रहा था. So till college I read a lot of books, and in college I did theatre, I did photography, I joined choreography classes. So it's just that when you're doing so much and you're also meeting new people, books just never became a priority, and I stopped reading altogether.
When did you stop reading?
College first year.
You stopped.
Yeah, college first year में भी I think मैंने 3-4 books तो पढ़ी थी, but then उसके बाद I stopped.
But tell me, from your childhood, how was the journey? You shifted a lot of houses, right?
Yes, I did.
Tell me about that. Tell me, how was childhood? How was making friends in childhood?
So my dad works in Indian Oil, which is sarkari government naukri, central government naukri, and he moves a lot. And
Abhi bhi?
Yeah, even now every 3-4 years he moves. So I have changed quite a lot of houses, and it's not fun. Like people think going to a new place and then getting a new identity where nobody knows you and starting fresh would be fun, but it's not fun as a child because भाई बचपन में वैसे ही दोस्त बनाने इतने मुश्किल होते हैं. ठीक है, half the people are just busy bullying you. So you find a group and then you just have to leave that group in 3-4 years. Exactly when you get settled into the group is when you leave the group. And then you go to another place, your school changes, your colony ke friends change. Like I don't have childhood friends.
You don't?
No, because when you're a child, you can't keep in touch. तुम्हारे में इतनी अक्ल नहीं होती कि तुम महीने में एक बार कॉल कर लो और पूछ लो कि भाई कैसा है, क्या चल रहा है. You don't give updates about your life. और क्या बताओगे कि होमवर्क नहीं किया तो टीचर ने मारा. Like there's nothing substantial to talk about. So how do you keep in touch? So I think the oldest friend I have is from 10th grade, which is extremely sad. Like nobody has seen me be a child, play hide and seek, and then see me get married. So it was not fun. I didn't enjoy.
Do you wish कि ऐसा कोई दोस्त होता तो अच्छा होता?
For sure. I absolutely hated the moving houses part because I think also my dad was very strict in the sense कि shift कर लिया तो क्या हो गया? Why are you not making friends? What's wrong with you? I'm like, एक तो it's because of you that all of this is happening and then you're not even being understanding.
Shit, gaslight हो गया.
Yeah, extremely used to gaslight me. And then we moved houses when I was in 11th. Which was the worst phase of my life because I had the best of friends, the best boyfriend at one place, and then my dad put me in Panipat, and not even Panipat, like this.
And कहाँ से पानीपत आए थे?
Ambala से पानीपत आए थे, but Ambala में me and my friends were the shit. We were hot girls, mean girls. I'm not proud of it, but still, we were very mean girls in orgy. And I really loved being around them. I think my tuition teachers loved me, my coaching वाले लोग loved me. So I just had a good life going on. And then my dad was like, good things.
Let's move.
Yeah. So we
ज़्यादा अच्छा हो गया.
We moved to Panipat. It was not even in Panipat. It was
Refinery.
I
know.
And all of those people have been living in that very same society for years. So they have very restricted thinking. लड़का लड़की आपस में बात नहीं कर सकते. Shorts नहीं पहन सकते. Yeah.
Like within the society you couldn't wear shorts.
Yeah, no, you could, but then people would talk about you. उधर society के अंदर ही there was a school, there was a gym. तो you just never got out of that place. And everybody would come and tell my dad कि आपकी बेटी तो बहुत ही बदतमीज है, कैसे कपड़े पहनती है, लड़कों के साथ क्यों घूम रही है. And my dad really gets impacted by what people think about him. I think he only has one fear. It's what people think about him. So he made my life living hell while I was living there. So not fun. Basically.
Tell me something.
Yeah.
मतलब मैं you said that your dad has a fear कि लोग उनके बारे में क्या सोचेंगे.
Yeah.
But your personality is the opposite online.
Yeah.
अच्छा for example गाली सब देते हैं पर मैं कभी कैमरा पे नहीं देता.
Yeah.
मेरी बहुत फटती है.
Yeah.
मुझे हमेशा लगता था कि यार what if my parents watch this मेरी तो वाट लग जाएगी यार.
Yeah.
But when we are in a group we all know how we are. Like we have a very close group.
Yeah.
But you still have the courage and you are so fierce online. Is it because वो घर वालों ने restrict करा था, that's why you are so fierce, or is it just like what got that?
I mean, yes, my name is the rebel kid and it's for a reason. मेरे पापा जो भी बोलते थे नहीं करना, I would just go and do that thing. And मैंने बहुत गलत चीजें भी करी that I shouldn't have done. I don't think गाली देना गलत है.
Of course.
मैं ऐसे ही बोलती हूँ तो I don't think I have to really hide it or I'm ashamed of it. But when you grow up where your parents disapprove of everything you do, then you stop caring. अगर मेरे पापा को ही मैं पसंद नहीं हूँ तो भाई
तब तो कौन
Rohan on the internet with no profile picture doesn't matter for me.
So I'll tell you my observation, right? Like whenever I see you in a group, जब भी हम मिले बहुत मस्ती होती है, right? कि मतलब या तो full दारू सीन है या फिर chill हो रहा है, fun हो रहा है, बकचोदी हो रही है. But मैं ऐसा नहीं हूँ. तूने मुझे देखा है, मतलब मैं बहुत ज़्यादा boring भी हूँ, but there are parts of me when जो मुझे बहुत मजा आता है. Do you feel कि तुझे ऐसा एकदम तुझे प्रेशर फील होता है कि अगर मैं ग्रुप पे आ रही हूँ तो मजे होने ही चाहिए. जैसे तूने मुझे बोला कि बाली का ट्रिप है तो मैंने बनाया तो you have to have fun. Like do you feel because now you have such a strong personality of people perceiving you कि यार अपूर्वा तो बहुत ही फन होगी, अपूर्वा तो आएगी तो बस हंसी आती रहेगी, तो क्या तुझे उठते एकदम एंग्जाइटी या फियर नहीं होता कि शिट यार आज तो मेरा मन भी नहीं कर रहा फन होने का, पर आज मुझे फन होना पड़ेगा because that's my personality?
I think when I'm meeting new people, yes, but people that I'm really comfortable around, like the Ganesh, all of like my people, I don't feel the pressure anymore. But if I'm meeting you for the first few times, I'm like, bhai, do you like me? Do you like me? Like, am I funny? Are you having fun? Like, I don't even care if you like me. You should just have fun.
Because that's the personality online?
No, but I genuinely want to be remembered as the person, you know, you had fun around.
Why?
I don't know, it's such
अच्छा लगता है.
Yeah, like I want people to be happy around me.
Interesting. I saw 2-3 posts. You said कि तू अपनी family से close नहीं है, but you always acknowledge your mother. You got such a cute video with her. I'll show you. I've taken a link where you were dancing on that Kudi Nu Nachne De song.
I know. No, I have been very close with my mother बचपन से. Like she's been really supportive and everything. I think
सब कुछ share करती हो तुम उनके साथ?
Now I do.
मतलब ऐसे क्या gossip girl जैसे एकदम रात को सब हो गया तो मम्मी को
I will tell her about the guy that I'm seeing, how he's behaving. He sent me flowers with this note, which I think is ChatGPT. So my mom is like, yeah, read it. And if the punctuation is all right, she'll be like, ChatGPT. So we have that bond. We've always been close. I think my relationship with my dad was very rocky, but now he's chill. Like
I remember when we went to see your billboard, she was very proud. But मुझे एक बात बता. We were discussing this yesterday also, and I also think about this a lot, right? Which is why is somebody becoming friends with me?
Yeah.
Right. I asked you this question yesterday also. कि यार, क्योंकि I've seen you in events and people like flock.
Yeah.
लोग आ जाते हैं, लोग एकदम. I'm pretty sure कि कोई ना कोई तो तुझे ऐसे for your popularity, fame, money इसके लिए तेरा दोस्त बनता होगा. तो मुझे थोड़ा ऐसा सोच समझ के बता कि when somebody meets you, let's say when I met you, did you analyze something कि यार okay this person is not friends with me because of my X million followers or because of my X money? कुछ है experiences के आसपास?
मुझसे ना ये वाली बात मेरे situationship ने पूछी थी कि तुझे अजीब नहीं लगता कि everybody around you is just there for a reason? And I told this to him कि do you think Shah Rukh Khan spends his days thinking that people are around me because I'm Shah Rukh Khan? When you're famous and when you've made it big, it comes with privileges, and having people around you is also a privilege. I think it's a privilege. But I also know that you cannot spend your days thinking about why people are around you. I don't think you will ever know anybody's true intentions. If you have fun with them, if you like them, if you can share your deepest, darkest secrets with somebody and you feel comfortable, then you give it your 100%. And if they end up using you, then they end up using you. Yeah. You don't have to be famous for it. Even when I was not famous, people were still using me. I'm sure you have had people, you've had exes who have used you for one thing or another. I think being famous is just an added thing.
मुझे कोई use नहीं कर रहा.
But humans have a tendency to use other people.
I'm just kidding. But मुझे एक बात था, but no, still you know, it has to be reciprocative. I've felt that people who use you, they're not very reciprocative in things, right? Like तुम उसके साथ वो नहीं करेंगे तुम्हें out of the way जाके message, मतलब look at the efforts that like people in our group would do for you versus somebody else, right? But then ऐसे तो तुम paranoia में ही रहोगे हमेशा कि यार ये
इसलिए तो मैं सोचती नहीं इस बारे में. I can only love people and I can give my 100%. अब अगर वो गाली पर अगर वो बदतमीजी है तो मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ, मतलब there's nothing I can do about it. No, and every single person I meet, if I meet them with that perspective कि oh they are trying to use me, then I just won't be able to have fun. It'll be very sad.
What made you move to Bombay? Was it the fact that you wanted to leave home so much?
No, I have not been home since I was 17.
College
I went to college, Jaipur, 4 years in hostel, and then I went to Bangalore for my job. So I was working in Dell, and I hated living in that city. I 100% truly believe that city has no soul. That city genuinely has no soul. Everybody's, like Bombay में भी everybody's hustling, but हर किसी का सपना अलग है. Bangalore में हर किसी को धंधा बनाना है, which is a vibe that I never vibed with.
अच्छा बात है ना तो
मतलब. But I love creative people. Like अगर तुम बॉम्बे में ऑटो वाले को भी देखोगे, भाई उसे शाहरुख खान बनना है, किसी को सिंगर बनना है. People are also creative. People write, people act, people dance. Bangalore में सब लोग वही 14 घंटे स्टार्टअप में काम कर रहे हैं या 9 to 5 कर रहे हैं. ऑटो वाला तुमसे बात नहीं कर रहा है कि तुम्हें कन्नड़ा नहीं आती. भाई, brother, I'll pay you. Why you're not speaking to me? So I just really hated living in that city. I did not vibe with it, and then I used to keep coming to Bombay for shoots, and I always said that Bombay is too expensive. I would never live in Bombay. But this one night I was extremely drunk and I was getting from a club to my hotel, and I took an auto and I passed out in the auto. It was at 2:33 a.m. ish, and the auto driver woke me up and he's like, "Madam, आपका auto आ गया है, मेरा भाड़ा दो ना, 123 रुपए बन रहा है." And that day I realized that it is 100% worth spending every single penny in Bombay, and it just makes that city worth living in. It's so safe, the people are so kind. Like अगर मेरा बैग कोई सड़क पे चुरा ले और मैं चोर चोर चिल्लाऊं, 15 लोग उसके पीछे भागेंगे, and nobody has to. That's just Bombay. So like if I have to live somewhere, I would live there. And why would I not live where like the greatest talents of our country live?
Yeah, I don't know. I always felt that Bombay is the bad phase of my life has been in Bombay.
Oh.
So when I had to move,
Yeah.
Bombay was the obvious choice because of all the things in media. But I always felt that नहीं Bombay नहीं, और मुझे पता नहीं, just not the best parts of my life. But मुझे also I feel like Bombay, you feel so much pressure, like you're doing really well right now.
Yeah.
But when you're not doing well now, Bombay really crushes you. Like it's not a... And I came to Bombay when I was relatively not doing that well. Like I still come from privilege, but even then I felt कि यार this city is just like वो कहता है ना हावी हो रहा है तुम्हारे ऊपर. मतलब मुझे बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लगता था कि yeah, just so much envy I developed. Whereas in Bangalore ना मतलब मुझे बहुत comfortable feel होता है with anything wrong that I'm doing.
I think every place is also about the people. Now if you move to Bombay and you have me, Diggu, Ganesh, everybody that you know, Tarini,
now I like
you would not feel that way. So I think I was very lucky to also find my people in Bombay. You cannot like a place without having somebody to rely on. I think never once in Bombay I felt like if I have an emergency, I don't have anybody to call. I know कि ambulance से पहले मेरे दोस्त होंगे and they can live 40 minutes away from me, but they will be there in 20. So it's just that.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
मुझे tell me about your school to college to now friends. How has your friendships been? Because you said that 11, 12 तक तो वाटी लग रही थी, but उसके बाद क्या?
No, so 10th tak I had amazing friends. Had a lot of fun. Like I was bullied for quite some time when I lived in Noida, but still I had my group of friends. And then
what do you call bullying? मुझे थोड़ा tell me.
So my dad has this thing. He would not spend money on himself or trips or materialistic things, but education, he'll give you the best of education.
Okay.
So that you can make money. He'll do his job. Okay. So he put me in this really rich people's school in Noida, and we were not rich, like we're well-to-do, but we don't have an Audi and a Mercedes, and my mom doesn't go to Pilates. Like I don't eat hummus and pita in lunch.
Okay.
I was not that sort of rich. So the friends I used to have used to bully me quite a lot for
money,
not being that well-to-do. Plus I was fat, had short hair, didn't know how to speak English.
You were fat?
Yeah.
When?
I was a fat kid. 4th, 5th, 6th class tak, I was pretty fat. I had a lot of hair on my body, so I was bullied for that. So quite a lot of things. And then whatever they would get, like if they would get an Archie's diary, I would also buy it because I wanted to be one of those people. And they would bully me for it. You're just copying us and everything. So
did you?
I was copying them. I wanted to be them. I worshipped them. Obviously, like my friend came to my house and obviously वही सरकारी घर है and whatever. So नीचे सबकी common parking होती है. अभी मतलब buildings में common parking ही होती है. तो मुझे random गाड़ियाँ दिखा के बोल रही हूँ ये वाली Audi हमारी है actually.
Oh.
Yeah, and then she went and asked my mom कि आपका कौन सी गाड़ी? She was like Santro. So just not the best time, but I would not complain. Gave me personality. I think you need to be bullied to have personality, to be fun. And then 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, I had amazing friend. Like only 3 female friends.
कौन?
Sanjana, Mannat and Tejaswita. They taught me everything I think I know about life till now. Female friendships help you in ways you don't even know. So वो 4 साल phenomenal थे. 11th, 12th, worst time of my life. I was suicidal. I went to therapy, but the therapist was my Masi's friend. So she went and told my Masi and my mother everything that I had said in therapy, which is the only thing you don't do, brother. And फिर मुझे बहुत घर पे डांट पड़ी. it was just a very bad time, 11th, 12th. I think it is for a lot of people who take pressure to go to NITs and IITs, and my dad really wanted me to get into an IIT to work, not having my friends now with me, and then it was just a bad time. But college was extremely fun. I found theatre in college. I started acting.
So Jaipur matlab away from home.
Yeah.
So anytime you have been away from home, kuch to
I've had
something.
fun.
Is it a different version of you? You feel or no?
I think
Same version without Tokada.
no. Yeah, I think I was just made to feel really bad about myself when I was at home. And I'm the kind of person who cannot change when people tell me to change. So it was not like कि अगर वो मुझे सुना रहे थे तो I was changing. I was just getting irritated कि वो मुझे सुना रहे हैं.
हाँ.
And I just felt really bad about the person that I was till I went out and I was like, other people don't hate how I'm behaving. So you are the problem. Yeah. So college was very fun for me.
पढ़ाई करी थी तूने कॉलेज में? नहीं,
बिल्कुल भी नहीं. But मेरा average GPA is अभी भी 8.9, almost 9. मैं 2 दिन पढ़ के I can just ace it. I'm smart that way. Like I can read whatever, remember it, and I was really good at maths. So it just helped.
But क्या लोग cheating कराते थे तुझे?
हाँ, मेरे आसपास थोड़े.
Are you somebody who was cheated in life?
I love cheating. I don't want to be honest at all. मैं तो पूरा like ऐसे अपनी थाई पे लिख के जा रही हूँ formulas. Then we have set time कि 12 बजे एक बंदा washroom जाएगा, 12:05 पे मैं जाके washroom जाके देख के आ रही हूँ कि MCQ के सारे क्या answers हैं. I love cheating.
But tell me, when did you have more boy attention? Was it school or was it college?
I have always had boy attention and I've always picked real bad, but the people were really bad for me.
I'm
Always. I think मुझे जो मेरे घर वाले प्यार नहीं देते थे मुझे लड़के से चाहिए. So I have always had a tendency to have really codependent relationships where I would make the guy the center of my universe and then everything would revolve around him. His friends are my friends. His hobbies are my hobbies. Wherever he wants to go, I'll go. So I just stop having a life of my own at all.
The minute you have a boy.
Yeah. Which is not true now. I think it was till college last year.
Okay.
Like by the end of college, I did not have one friend in college. One. Because I didn't speak to anybody except
So you were dating somebody throughout college?
Throughout college, 4 years, yes.
And because of that, your friendships got very, very affected?
Yeah, I did not have one single person. Like when I went on the convocation, I didn't have anybody to hug. So I was like, okay, that's it then. Bye guys. And then I had prepared this, okay? Ki when they give me the degree, I'll be like, ki, I would like to thank me for believing in me and my dad, जिन्होंने इतने पैसे लगाए हैं इस डिग्री पे. And then मैं 2000 रुपए के फेक नोट्स लेके गई थी to be like, जिन्होंने इतने पैसे लगाए हैं इस डिग्री के, because it's a really expensive degree. Like that was the joke कि not that I put in any effort, पापा ने इतने पैसे दिए तो डिग्री तो मिलनी ही थी. But obviously like now I see how it's problematic and everything, but at that point I didn't. So
you wouldn't do it again?
No. I wouldn't. Or would I?
Cameras cut करके I'll ask the question again कि
cut करके.
भूख लग रही है यार. बड़ा McDonald's जा रहे हैं. We'll grab.
I think I really associate road trips with McDonald's for some reason.
हाँ तूने इस बार भी McDonald's रुकवा दिया था.
Yeah, if you're in a car with your friends, you have to do a stop at McDonald's.
Drive through or
drive through. But then सबको washroom जाना होता है तो it becomes a regular
becomes a regular
thing.
one.
Yeah.
Even you know my favorite memory of us is Pune.
Yeah, it was really fun.
It was really fun. More than fun na, I'll tell you what I really like. I like fun when I'm not expecting it.
Yeah, true.
Bali तो पता है अच्छा होगा. Or no? No?
I mean, hopefully Bali अच्छा हो. So I have a thing. Okay. If I've been to a place, okay, and if I'm taking people who I like to that very same place, I want them to see everything and experience everything that I've experienced.
Okay.
And I take so much pride in like showing them around ki, oh, this is the best party spot and this is the best sunset. And if you have dinner there and then drinks there, you'll have so much fun. And when people don't follow it, I lose my shit.
You get irritated?
I'm like, भाई क्यों नहीं देख रहे हो तुम लोग? इतनी अच्छी चीजें हैं यहाँ पे देखने के लिए. मतलब मुझे उनके लिए फोमो होना शुरू हो जाता है.
हाँ, I experience that too.
कि I don't want them to go back and be like कि अब अपूर्वा ने दिखाया नहीं ये तो.
कौन बोलेगा? But मतलब.
Have you seen school PT teachers?
Yeah.
They're like, टाइम हो गया है, सब लोग लाइन बना के निकलो यहाँ से.
Shit, is that how we're going to be in Bali?
Yeah.
Shit.
But see, you told me to keep 2-3 vacation days, which I've kept.
You have?
So I'm a considerate itinerary maker. But you also have
सिर्फ
to be
मैंने ही बोला था, एक तो पता नहीं मुझे क्यों गाली पड़ती है. हाँ, okay. Even Ansh also said, right, that he has to work. So see, it's not just me. और काम सबसे ज़्यादा देखियो गणेश करेगा.
Yeah,
I'm
but
telling
he also
you.
said he has to work.
हाँ, so ठीक है.
I really don't want to eat on camera. I am not a sophisticated eater at all.
मैं भी नहीं हूँ. That's the fun part of it. But मुझे तू डेल क्यों गई थी? तेरा तो कंटेंट क्रिएशन से ही चल रहा था ना? Why did you go to Delhi?
So as I said, मेरे कॉलेज लास्ट ईयर से कोई दोस्त बचे नहीं थे. Now as an
Delhi दोस्त
adult,
बनाने गई थी?
हाँ, as an adult, how would you make friends at your place of work?
You went to Delhi to make friends.
And also,
Delhi.
I wanted to experience corporate life. कि what's office politics?
कितने महीने था वो?
A year.
Oh, you were in Delhi for a year.
Yeah.
तूने एक
I mean,
साल.
anything less than a year would not look good on my CV. I'm very.
You know,
Particular
my biggest shocker in life was your content creation career growing up, and then you saying कि भाई MBA करना है मुझे.
करना है मुझे.
अभी भी करना है.
हाँ.
Why?
See, I really want to experience living outside India.
वो
Now,
तो वैसे
I
भी रह
don't have
सकती है.
any particular skill set जिससे मेरी नौकरी लग जाए. और मैं 2 साल के लिए यूरोप बस ऐसे जाके नहीं रह सकती. So the easiest option is doing an MBA. Also, if this content creation thing doesn't pan out, and fuck panning out, I know I'll make it work. Like, I'm interesting enough to make content. That's not the issue. The issue is, what if I don't want to make content? I'll also get tired, na?
So you have the self belief कि फोड़ तो मैं दूंगी.
हाँ.
But what if मेरा ही मन ना करे? But ऐसा होता है कभी?
हाँ, मतलब when I was making comedy content, like rants and everything.
वो बन के आती थी, लड़का बन के आती थी.
हाँ, rants and everything. It was fun for a while, and then I grew up and I realized I don't want to do this anymore. So I'm going to grow up and I'm going to realize that I don't want to party and I don't want to vlog it and I don't want to go to new countries and talk about, oh, how I fucked up in this country. Like, one day I'm going to grow up and
not do that.
Yeah.
But then you'll make new types of content.
But what if I don't want to make content? I don't want. See, the entire content creation game is seeking validation.
Correct.
You work for views and likes. No matter how much you say you don't care about what people think of you, you don't care till you're getting the views. You don't care till you're getting the likes. Then to dhanda band na.
Yeah.
And I don't want to work. I don't want to have a job forever that only works on validation. It's such a tricky game. People like me today, they're gonna hate me tomorrow. I'm gonna say one wrong thing and they're gonna get videos from like when I was 15, 16 years old and try to cancel me, and then I'll have hate and everything. I don't want to have that pressure forever. Like, imagine getting married and then having kids and then you're still doing this. I can't imagine that. No.
So no, this is not your end game.
No, for sure. And I don't think I'm just the kind of person जिसमें बहुत ज़्यादा दिमाग है और I'm really smart and can open a business and make it successful. And for that I need to go out. I need to meet new people. I need to do an MBA. But when MBA literally teaches you business, so I just want to try it. I want to part-time as a bartender in Europe. I want to serve free drinks to hot boys and girls. And it'll be really fun. It'll be a new experience. I think right now I'm already living in the best city that this country has to offer. Hanging out with the best people.
Debatable. The city.
Yeah. And I think तुम एक अगर creator हो,
yeah.
If I want to meet the founder of any company, I drop in a text, they'll probably meet me. So if I have so many resources, how will I grow? I'm so comfortable. Life is so comfortable. I'll get a full-time house help. वो मेरे घर का ध्यान रखेगी. बस. Then where's the growth? Where's the fun? And I think 30, 35, 40 तक तो जिंदगी में fun नहीं होना चाहिए सिर्फ.
Hustle होनी चाहिए.
Hustle होनी चाहिए, for sure. And then after 40, I just wanna have a nice beach house with 2 dogs.
No पति, no
अब
बच्चे.
नहीं मिला तो नहीं मिला यार. अब क्या जबरदस्ती कहाँ से लाऊंगी मैं? Realistically, जैसी जिंदगी जा रही है, it's gonna be a beach house with 2 dogs.
But यार अगर ये नहीं करना तो so you don't recommend content creation as a career to anyone?
No, for sure. To people who can, who are better than me at taking hate, criticism, who are more consistent, who have more ideas, sure. you do you. I mean, obviously, people like Bhuvan Bam, Prajakta Kohli have made this their career and then diversified, and now look at where they are.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm that. I also don't want to be an actor, which is the first route they give you to diversify. Like my agencies after me, give this audition, give that audition. Dude, actors work weekends, public holidays, every single day for 18, 17 hours. Not for me. I used to love theatre, but professionally acting, I would not do it.
जब तक मजे के लिए तब तक you'll do.
Yeah.
I love the thing that you did. वो जो तूने कुछ तो बार का कुछ तो उछाल के कुछ तो shot लिया था.
Oh yeah, it was for Oppo. Really
Oppo.
fun. Yeah.
But so those things you like you know,
Yeah.
बीच में acting gigs you like, but
Yeah. I mean, I did act in a movie abhi, and it was only 25 days of shoot. I have cried every single day of those 25 days because they would ask me to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. And my only motivation in life is money. I don't want to make it big, I want to be rich.
So, no, but tell me more about this movie. Can you talk more about this movie?
I can't have signed an NDA.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me who is this movie with?
No, I can't.
You can't.
Yeah. But it's fun. It's a very influencer role that they've given me, so...
But yaar, ye to, like what you said, right, which is influencers getting clout. So you're very self-aware, right? Like this is not something which everyone would accept.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I've seen any interview where or anyone saying ki I got a role because I have a following.
Yeah. But everybody knows. Why would you rather just not say it? मतलब पहले तो खुद को just say it.
I think लोग खुद को ही accept नहीं करते हैं. उनको पता तो होता है.
But why not? Like imagine I don't have my dad in Bollywood, but I got famous enough to get entry in Bollywood. Dude, I fucking killed it. I would accept it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah. किसका सपना नहीं होता यार movies में act करना सबका होता है. Now it's fun that I have a following and I get.
You know the fact that you have actually killed it, you have made it on your own.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you're a great actor, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
But the problem is today, मुझे लगता है, because this person has a following, this person is supposed to be good at everything.
Yeah.
Which means if you're गलती से not good at one thing, they'll also criticize you that much.
Yeah.
Yo, how are you not good at this?
That is true.
Just because you have a following.
That is true. I think people are very unaccepting and envious of this career field. People just don't like influencers at all. So any one thing wrong that they do,
like,
people will pick it up and literally put them through mud.
But why is that? Why do you think so?
यार क्योंकि जब आप एक बड़े एक्टर को, लेट्स से शाहरुख खान को या किसी बड़े क्रिकेटर को बहुत पैसा कमाते हुए देखते हो, तो इट्स अंडरस्टैंडेबल. But influencers started as being the relatable people that, you know, your online friend. And when you see your online friend earning 10 lakh rupees by making a reel, who would not get envious? Who would not be jealous? Who would not say कि they don't deserve this?
How, you know?
मैं रोज काम पे जाता हूँ, मैं बॉस की गाली खाता हूँ, मैं साल में इतने पैसे कमाता हूँ जो वो एक रील में कमाते हैं. I would hate them too. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, that's true.
So one wrong thing you do, they're like, भाई इसको तो ये भी नहीं आता, क्यों दे रहे हो इसको पैसे? क्यों बना रहे हो इसको famous? They don't deserve this. For people to support you, they have to see you on the same level as them.
Yeah.
When they see you above you, they will never support you.
They will never support you. क्या खाएगी? ऐसे खिड़की नहीं खोल सकते by the way.
Yeah, I know.
So
I will have peri-peri fries.
Peri-peri fries, एक मैकालू टिक्की, 2 cold coffee, McPuff. Okay, drive through. No, but you're very self-aware. I'm very impressed. मैं तो खिड़की
I
खोलने
love
वाला हूँ.
how you literally do not expect anything nice out of me. So
अरे?
you're just constantly surprised. But कैसा लग रहा है तुझे? Like इतना बड़ा guest आया है तेरे podcast पे.
Oh, very excited. It's
एक बार तूने नहीं बोला, you know, I've watched your content and then, you know, I'm such a big fan for anything else. Those two are expectations worst out of me. कैसा दोस्त है तू?
When did you feel fame? ऐसा कोई point था कि भाई आज तो कुछ ऐसा feel हुआ था कि अब मैं तो famous हूँ?
नहीं.
कोई moment था?
Oh no, actually, I went for under 25 and it was my first time like going to a panel discussion publicly. I don't do a lot of stuff. Under 25 I went. It was obviously not paid, But as soon as I got off stage, there were like 500, 600 people just, you know, coming to me for pictures, and they had to make a human chain to get me out of there, and they would not allow me to come outside the room, because if I would go outside the room, लोगों को पता चल जाता था. So I had to wear a mask and a hoodie and sweatshirts and ऊपर cap wrap, so that people would not recognize me, because इतने सारे लोगों के साथ फोटो चाहिए थी. And you know, you look at these numbers on Instagram, 1 million, 1.5 million, and तुम्हारे दिमाग में they don't make sense, but जब live जाते हो, you see even 100 people around you, you're like, damn.
When was this? ये अभी November वाला?
No, last year.
Oh.
Yeah. So last year was my first time. This time I was expecting it to happen. It happened, so I was pretty chill with it. But last time मुझे नहीं पता था. And तुम ऐसे college festivals में देखते थे, कोई बड़ा artist आता था, तो human chains बनाते थे. I used to be in the discipline committee. तो मैंने human chain बनाई है. And मतलब मैंने ऐसे धक्का मारा है लोगों को कि समझ नहीं आ रहा है कि अभी artist busy है, क्यों आ रहे हो? And to switch positions and be the artist.
That to happen to you.
Yeah. And in such a short duration of time, like abhi I was in college and doing it for other people, and now this is happening to me. So tab I felt really famous.
You're close to your brother, no?
Yeah.
Does he look up to you in a way that he's like, I also want to become like Apoorva Di?
He is like, मुझे आपके जितने पैसे कमाना है. I don't think he wants to become a content creator. उसका अपना भी YouTube channel है. So he used to make COVID में gaming videos.
You gifted him a PS5.
Yeah. And हम लोग ऐसे इकट्ठे PUBG खेलते थे, and he has vlogged everything. It's still on his YouTube. So मैं तो उसे कहती हूँ कि भाई content कर ले. If you get famous तो मस्ती. But he also plays cricket. So if he becomes a professional cricketer, that would be really fun.
Nice. But तू उसको बोलती है क्या कि तू बन जा कंटेंट क्रिएटर, ऐसा लगता है?
नहीं, I don't think I would want anybody I love to be a content creator.
Why?
And इस उम्र में तो I definitely don't want him to start, because right now he's so impressionable, and every comment that he reads will get to his head. He would not know how to process these emotions. Obviously इस same age में और बहुत सारे लोग नहीं कर रहे, so he would not have other creator friends to talk to. तो I तो don't want कि वो अभी creator बने, and अगर वो आगे जाके बनता है तो भी I have my apprehensions, like मतलब लोग बहुत बदतमीज हैं यार इंटरनेट पे, and they put you through so much scrutiny. 17-18 साल के बच्चे भी अगर इंटरनेट पे हैं and people are constantly commenting on their looks, it will stay with them for their entire life. So I want him to become his own person first, understand who he is, be very clear about the person that he is, really know himself, and then start content. कोई भी आगे कुछ भी बोले तो you don't lose sense of self.
यार मैंने अपने प्रोफाइल पे अपनी बहन की पिक्चर्स, मम्मा की पिक्चर्स किसी की नहीं डालता, क्योंकि मुझे फियर है कि कुछ रेपरकशन हो सकता है ऑनलाइन, being too much online. You've also seen me being paranoid. And half of the times I know I'm not even making sense, because मैं खुद अपने आप को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर दूंगा, कभी डाल दूंगा रैंडम चीज, फिर कभी नहीं डालूंगा. Your life is probably 5x more out there than. कभी लगता है डर कि इसका कुछ रेपरकशन हो सकता है, या हुआ है अभी तक कोई रेपरकशन?
यार हाँ, मतलब I don't think I should have posted my parents and my brother. So there was this time when I just started out, I think not just started out, मेरे 300k followers थे, and this guy called Dank Rishu made a roast video about me. It was the first roast video ever made about me. It was during peak COVID.
Okay.
And he had an insane following. I remember मेरा phone off था, when I switched it on I had like 500 story mentions from his audience just cussing at me, calling me unfunny, calling me the R word. Nothing, he just picked up my videos and roasted them कि ओ इसको ये funny लगता है, आजकल की औरतें यही सभी misogynistic jokes and whatever. And उसके नीचे there were comments about ओ इसकी माँ तो मेरे स्कूल में टीचर है, and then just rape threats for my mom, and about my brother कि इसका भाई मेरे ट्यूशन क्लास में आता है, इसका भाई तो खुद बोलता है कि मेरी बहन the R word है, stuff like that. So that was the first time I realized कि I'm also putting them in front of so many people.
Through that scrutiny potential.
And you know, people don't think about commenting on other people's bodies. चाहे वो तुम्हारा भाई हो, तुम्हारी मम्मी हो, people are not kind. They will not shy away from saying stuff just because he's a kid or she's my mom. They'll just say it. So I don't want them reading all this also. So,
but they do.
Yeah, they do.
And does this ever become a difficult conversation at home?
No, I think they are also very woke. we'll ignore, it's fine, you don't stress. Like in a way to not stress me out.
But you do stress, I'm guessing.
Yeah, obviously, like you would not want people to say shit about your parents just because you chose this career path. They didn't.
तेरे बहुत लंबे बाल होते थे ना पहले?
हाँ.
छोटी कर ली?
ऐसे सॉरी यार ब्रेकडाउन हो रहा सी मैंने. I think हर लड़की like our first instinct is to do something with our hair. Yeah.
बाल कलर करा. तो तूने जो आज कलर कराया है that's because of a...
Yeah, no, I feel like I've outgrown the red hair baddie phase. Like it was fun, like making bad decisions and blaming it on my hair.
Yeah.
I'm a redhead. What else would you expect?
What else?
It was fun, but now I think I'm over it. I want to be a mature girl. I want to be demure.
Video याद है तुझे?
Oh my god, it's the Kiki video na. Please don't show it to me.
I'll show you.
I have zero interest in watching that video.
This is 2018. Do you rewatch your old videos?
I don't. I really avoid.
This is before COVID.
Yeah.
You
this
are
was right. मतलब ऐसा नहीं, I was not a pre-COVID creator. मैंने 1-2 musicals बनाई थी.
1-2 से ज़्यादा दिखी थी मुझे.
3-4 बनाई होंगी यार.
ज़्यादा ही थी. अभी तो मैं वो cringe वाली लेके नहीं आ रहा. मतलब मैं links से सारे मेरे पास.
Please. It was so bad. It was right before I went to college. I think 2-3 दिन college से पहले मैंने ये upload करा था. और मेरा college में इतना मजाक उड़ाया था मेरे दोस्तों ने इस वीडियो के लिए कि ये तू क्या करी. But I never deleted it. I always knew if like one day I make it big, people are gonna watch these videos and be like, oh हम अभी ऐसे करते हैं, एक दिन हम भी ऐसा करेंगे.
हम भी ऐसा करेंगे.
So I didn't delete. I also love मैं mini vlogs भी इसलिए बनाती हूँ because I love having like digital diaries of my life somewhere on the internet. मुझे लगता है फोन से डेटा डिलीट हो जाता है. मेरा तो बहुत हुआ है. तो I want those memories somewhere online so that I can go back and see. My kids can go back and watch. Yo, cool mom.
अब क्या process है reel बनाने का? Like do you like for example the birthday reel? I did not imagine the story of that birthday the way you narrated it.
Yeah.
So clearly कुछ अलग ही तेरे दिमाग में story चल रही है, which is because I've been part of that trip.
Yeah.
So तूने vlog डाला. तो now what is the process? Like and try to tell me this in a more educative manner कि अगर कोई देख रहा है बच्चा reel उसको rebel kid जैसे vlogs बनाने हैं.
Okay. Cool. So I'm a great storyteller. I will मतलब मैं अगर अपने दोस्तों को भी कोई कहानी सुना रही होती हूँ, I have मतलब I give you character intros, I give you pretext, I give you पहले का क्या context, like everything. I have a very peculiar way of telling my story. Like if I tell you my story, you will be able to live through it. So that's an added advantage.
But is this an acquired trait या तुझे बचपन से ऐसी?
मुझे बचपन से ही कहानियाँ सुनाना बहुत पसंद है. I love oversharing and I love yapping. I think you are the stories you tell. Nobody is going to live anything with you. मतलब शायद तुम्हारी जिंदगी का एक फ्रैक्शन ऑफ पार्ट तुम लोगों के साथ शेयर करो, बट देन बाकी सब तुम सिर्फ बता सकते हो. तो तुम्हें बताना आना चाहिए. इट रियली tells people who you are if you can tell your stories in a beautiful manner. तो मुझे मिनी व्लॉग्स इसीलिए बना रहे थे कि I really want these stories to be somewhere. सब लोग सुने हुआ है मस्त जिंदगी में, तो सबको सुननी चाहिए.
Okay.
So how I write mini vlogs is when I'm recording, anything good happens, bad happens. You just have to record it. Don't think of the story then and there. ठीक है? And then I come back home, I watch all the videos. I try finding a hook. जैसे जब मैं अपनी थाईलैंड वाली सीरीज कर रही थी, माई हुक वाज मैं अपनी बेस्ट फ्रेंड अपने बॉयफ्रेंड के साथ थाईलैंड आई हूँ. बिकॉज पहली बात तो बॉयफ्रेंड अकेले जाता है थाईलैंड अपने लड़कों के साथ, वो आया फिर साथ में मेरी बेस्ट फ्रेंड भी आई. सो इट्स अ गुड हुक. एंड मोस्टली मेरी जिंदगी में कुछ भी मतलब सही तो नहीं जाता है. सो इफ समथिंग बैड हैपेंस टू यू, आई थिंक इट्स द बेस्ट काइंड ऑफ कंटेंट. लोगों को ऐसा लगता है कि मैं जान पूछ के गलत चीजें कर रही हूँ. ऐसा नहीं है. Bad things just happen to me, so I make content. No. Bad things just happen to me, so I make content.
Now I know. After the police came to our...
Yeah, man. I think you must have a hook. ठीक है? मतलब तुम बस कुछ होना चाहिए that really engages the audience starting में कि कुछ बढ़िया होने वाला है. And then उसके अलावा I just try adding थोड़े से jokes, like even if it's a bad situation, just crack 1-2 jokes so that it's not heavy on the viewer. Like उसको स्ट्रेस नहीं होना चाहिए कि मेरा हाथ टूट गया. उसको होना चाहिए क्या है, ऑब्वियसली तेरा हाथ टूटेगा.
You do a lot of self-deprecating humor.
Yeah. But I think I hate. मतलब if you're my close friend, I would roast you. But वैसे I hate roasting other people.
What?
Why do you have to say bad things about somebody else to be funny?
But bad things what? You're wrong.
I can say because I know I'm pretty. Now I can call myself ugly for content. ठीक है? But तुम्हें नहीं पता ना सामने वाले को तो कुछ भी बोलेगी तो चश्मे खराब लग रहे हैं. You might take it to your heart and then keep overthinking it. So I don't like cracking jokes on other people.
Okay.
So I put in एक दो jokes and then I think जैसे मेरी कुछ phrases बहुत famous हैं, जैसे फटके 74 हो गई, डाउनफॉल में भी मस्ती नहीं रुकनी चाहिए, प्राण जाए पर एस्थेटिक ना जाए.
ये तेरे बारे में भी है.
Yeah, so if you keep saying the same things over and over again, it has a recall value. People start associating you with those terms. बहुत trends बने हैं इस पे कि प्राण जाए पर एस्थेटिक ना जाए, mama said it was okay. Because people associate this dialogue with me.
I've seen those reels.
Yeah. So you'll just have a recall, and I think just tell a good story. People like listening to stories.
And I think because of this, you have a very strong community. मतलब तेरा channel कितना active है.
हाँ.
Like your following is not just one viral video and then followers came in.
Yeah.
I think it has also built up with people like really like associating with you. मेरे से लोग जैसे मुझे लगता है associate कम करते हैं.
Because you don't share
anything.
Yeah.
It's very one-sided, right? Like मैं मतलब कुछ भी information कर दूँगा. Interesting.
But I think you definitely should start showing your fun side more because people love seeing people with balance. And I think because you work so hard, if you also show your fun side, it starts looking achievable. जैसे मैं सिर्फ बकचोदी डालती हूँ, which is bad. Nobody takes me seriously. अब तू सिर्फ काम डालते हैं, people take you too seriously. I think there's a balance.
What did you think of me when you hadn't met me, and then once you met me, what did you think of me?
I thought you'll be really boring. You'll keep talking about how मुझे मेरा धंधा बनाना है, 100 करोड़ 0 to 1 में पहुंच चुका हूँ, मैं 1 to 100 पहुंच चुका हूँ. So मुझे तो डायलॉग्स याद होंगे बैंगलोर के लोगों के ना. अरे कि पक्का आके मुझे पकाने वाला है whatever. But then I also didn't have a lot of people in Bangalore, so I met you for my reasons. कि अब कोई और तो नहीं है.
अपनी amusement के लिए मिल ही लेती हूँ.
Whatever. Like if nothing else, I can make a video on Startup Bros. The one Startup Bro we all know.
Oh man.
Yes, but you were actually pretty fun, which is what I'm saying. Like your audience should know that there are aspects of you. There are multiple personalities. You're not a paper thin character. You're not 2D. You have layers. So I think you should show people. You should vlog your Bali trip.
ठीक से आंसर करियो. ठीक है.
But this is such a fun concept in the car.
है ना? मस्त है ना?
Yeah.
Tell me. अच्छा, by the way, idea मुझे पता कैसे आया था. This was not because these international folks are doing it. I have had some of my best conversations in the car.
Okay.
Like conversations that have led to something very drastic happening in my life over and over again. And I love cars. So that's why we named it Front Seat.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's called Front Seat.
Front
I have
Seat.
like zero knowledge of what is happening on this podcast.
Shit.
मुझे genuinely तूने बस बुलाया और मैं आ गई. I did no research.
I appreciate.
Yeah.
Tell me one story जो तूने अभी तक ऑनलाइन एक बार भी नहीं बताई है. And it better be now that you have जो तूने अपना अभी बोस्ट करना है कि मैं तो स्टोरी टेलर हूँ. It better be fun.
Let me think. अगर मैंने नहीं बताई है ऑनलाइन, there must be
some reason.
Okay, I can tell you the story. Cool. This is a very okay. So I truly believe that I'm going to find the love of my life on a trip.
Okay.
Like I'm going to meet him randomly in like Europe, Bali, somewhere, and then
Meet cute.
Yeah. We'll just hang out for the rest of the trip, fall in love, get married in 3-4 months, have babies, stuff like that is what I believe is gonna happen.
Okay.
So I was on this cruise in Greece, okay, and Miko, I don't know how to swim, and everybody was jumping in the water directly in the ocean from the cruise, which you can, and also because it's salty water, you will come up because you have air in your lungs and buoyancy and everything, so you will come up. But you should know how to swim to come up also. तो मेरा बहुत मन था जाने का एंड आई एम सेइंग कि मुझे जाना है बट मुझे कोई चाहिए जो मेरा हाथ पकड़ के नीचे कूदे, मुझे खींच के ऊपर लेके आए, which is the responsibility that nobody wants to take, obviously, for obvious reasons, because I might die. So there's हमारा जो sailor है, he's telling me don't go, it's too risky, don't do this, whatever, and he kept looking at me the entire time and I kept looking at him the entire time. It was cute or whatever.
Okay.
So he's like don't go, I don't want you to die, whatever. तो मैंने बोला अच्छा है मैं तो जाऊँगी. तो मैंने बोला मैं जंप कर रही हूँ, कोई मेरे साथ नहीं आ रहा है तो ठीक है. तो he had a fracture in his toe, ठीक है, इसलिए वो मेरे साथ नहीं कूद रहा था, वरना he would have jumped. तो he's like fuck my fracture, वो अपनी टी-शर्ट निकालते हैं, he's like I'll jump with you.
Okay.
तो मैंने बोला भाई तू भी मर जाएगा, रुक जा. पूरा कोई जो आदमी पूरा ठीक हो उसको लेके जाते हैं. So this other foreigner guy came and helped me jump and whatever, and then when I came up the guy was like I was so scared, you're okay right? तो मैंने बोला हाँ भाई जंप ही कर रही थी मैं, चिल कर. And then once we were going, we said bye to the staff and everyone, and obviously I said bye to him. So he was like let's go on a date. तो मैंने बोला
Oh.
you sure? Date in Greece with a sailor man?
Why not?
Of course, this is what fairy tales are made of. So I'm like, sure, let's go.
Okay.
So we go, and he takes me to this really beautiful spot in Mykonos that nobody knows of. ठीक है, वहाँ से चांद दिख रहा है, there are ships and then there's the
He's a
water.
local.
Yeah, there's the water and everything. And now the problem was he was talking, but he was only talking about ships. If I turn my ship 2 degrees and then this is gonna happen, you see the light, that light indicates that, and you see the sail. I'm like, यार वो बंदा इतना boring था, इतना boring था, इतना boring था. And he's like, I have to introduce you to my mother. She'll be so happy that I got a girl. I thought I moved fast, but you are moving too fast. ठीक है, और अब वो मुझे छोड़ नहीं रहा है, तो मैं उसे बोल रही हूँ हमारी लास्ट रात है मिकोनोस में, me and my friends wanna go and party. He's like, I'll take you to the best places, let me come with you, let me take care of you, let me call. मैं बोला अच्छा, तो I text Rida कि Rida, please get him away from me. Anu ne, now that for the 2 hours that I was gone, has been drinking alone.
What
Yeah, because he has nothing else. When I come back, Anune is drunk out of his mind. तो मैं अनुने को बोल रही हूँ इसको भेजना है, तो उसे कह रहे हैं जीजू आज से आप मेरे में कहा नहीं कैंसिल, इसको भेजना है. अनुने को पता नहीं दिमाग
समझ ही नहीं आ रहा
क्या दिमाग चटका उसका. वो उसको दारू पे लाए जा रहा है, उसके हाथ में हाथ डाल के रिंगा रोजेस कर रहा है कि हमारे जीजू है, हमारे जीजू है. एंड दैट गाय इज फुली इन लव विद. तो रिदा एंड आई कम अप विद द स्ट्रैटेजी कि if I pretend to be drunk enough कि मतलब I'm wasted, I'm puking, whatever, तो he'll go. इसका हो गया, हाँ. So I pretend to puke, ठीक है. मैं वो बाहर वॉशरूम के वेट कर रहे हैं, रिदर में कर रहे हैं अंदर. मैं बाहर आई हूँ, I'm like, I'm so tired babe, I'll see you tomorrow. And he's like, I will take care of you from now on. You never have to be alone. And he would not leave me till. और अनु ने तो अपना लगा हुआ है क्या रे कि वो जीजू को भेज रहे हो, क्या हो गया, अभी तो वो भरने, अभी तो फायदा उठा सकते हो जीजू. और मैं पागल हो रही हूँ, ठीक है, कि अनु ने आई विल किल यू. एंड कुछ नहीं, फिर उसके बाद रिदा ने तो सुना दी. लाइक ऑब्वियसली रिदा तो वैसे ना, जस्ट बिकॉज यू आर अ फकिंग मैन यू कैन नॉट टेल अ वुमन व्हाट टू डू, नाउ लीव. एंड देन ही लेफ्ट एंड दैट वाज दैट.
Oh damn.
But then he texted me the next day कि are you okay? I want to see you before you go. I want to drop you to the airport.
Did you reply?
No.
Oh.
But he was a sweet guy.
He sounds like a sweet guy.
Yeah, but
Sweet, boring guy.
very boring.
Yeah.
Very boring. And he was moving very fast.
I feel most people are very sweet or a little boring. No?
Like yo. But you're sweet भी नहीं है तू.
मैं तो sweet नहीं हूँ.
Only boring.
Only boring. But talking about marriage, do you want to get married?
For sure.
For sure.
But I think I really want to get married to the right person. Like I don't want to settle. I won't do arranged marriage and stuff, and I won't be like, oh, I can change him after we get married and have a kid.
No.
I don't want to do that.
Can't do not change.
Yeah, if I find somebody I would love to get married. If I don't, I think I'll still have a fun life.
Kids?
Absolutely no. My only goal in life is double income, no kids.
Why?
I think सब लोगों को ना पहली बात तो बच्चे करने अलाउड ही नहीं होने चाहिए, है ना. यार I think not everybody should be allowed to have kids first. I don't think not everybody is capable of having kids. You need to be really emotionally available. You should have a certain amount of money. You should be able to sacrifice a lot of things to be able to raise kids ढंग से, which I think most Indian parents don't do. Technically, every parent fucks up their children just in different ways. ठीक है? And I think I, out of all people, will definitely fuck up my child.
So you have the fear.
Yeah, I don't want a person to grow up and then say कि, oh, I am so deeply unhappy because my mother never showed me love. And I was just traveling. मेरे पास नहीं था भाई उसके लिए time. Like I know I will sometimes ignore my child. I don't want to be tied down to a place. The idea of staying at just one place really scares me right now. So I can't think of having kids. And I think it also depends on the partner that you choose. Bhai, what if he's just a horrible dad? What if we both fall out of love with each other, and then our kid sees that and just always has this irrational fear of, you know, not finding love or finding the wrong person. So I think there's just so much responsibility when you're raising a child, and you have to be completely selfless. Like every decision you take, they should be your number one priority.
Yeah.
Because they don't have anybody else except for you. And that's such a big responsibility. I don't want that responsibility. I don't think I can take that responsibility. I think I'd be very bad at it. So I just don't want to do it. And also, कितना investment है भाई? बच्चे ऐसा investment है जिसका कोई ROI नहीं है. तुम इतना पैसा लगाओ अपने बच्चों पे, इतना पैसा लगाओ only for them to say मम्मी मेरे ऊपर चिल्लाती है, सबसे बुरी माँ है मेरी. मतलब नहीं भाई.
But don't you feel कि एक point के बाद so I don't know why do I like kids so much, but मुझे बहुत ही पसंद है बच्चे.
So अगर कोई plain बच्चा रो रहा है, you'll be like, oh my god, so cute.
I wouldn't say oh my god so cute, but I will understand that there's a kid.
How nice. I'm तो fully a bitch. अगर कोई रो रहा होता है मैं तो ऐसे देखती हूँ. This is your fault.
यार पता नहीं there is a side of me which likes to take responsibility. So in college I did not drink alcohol for the longest time, and I was a designated driver, person taking care of everyone, and I'm sure it comes from some selfish part of me. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता था. मुझे लगता था कि I like when people you know how you said that people you like it when people consider you कि मेरे साथ मजा आया. For me it's कि यार अगर कोई मेरे साथ है ना, they should be safe, protected, taken care of. They should have anything and everything that they need. So when I started making money, the first thing that I would buy is for my father, sister, mother, then myself. If I were to buy a car, then I would buy for them first. So I don't know where it comes from, and it's not selfless, it's selfish. Like because it gives me twice the happiness. Like if I were to buy a jacket for myself versus a jacket for let's say my father, twice the happiness.
How sweet.
I don't know if it's sweet. Again, as I said, right, it's selfish. Like it gives me happiness. So at the end of the day, it's selfish.
I mean, it's not just because it gives you happiness doesn't mean that it's selfish. Selfless things can give you happiness.
I don't know, maybe. हाँ तो पता नहीं, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जब एडी आया था मेरी लाइफ में, एडी इज माई डॉग, ही इज माई लैब्रा. गणेश ऑल्सो मेट हिम रिसेंटली. इट मेड मी, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता था. लाइक आई लाइक्ड टेकिंग केयर ऑफ हिम. I liked the fact that I had responsibility. I became even more serious. मतलब for good or for bad. And I liked that. You know, I liked the fact कि मुझे याद रखना होता था कि 14th day पे उसका वैक्सीन लगे, मुझे जाना है. And I made time for it. And somehow that just made me a much better human in many ways. Like, you know, better at time management, better at taking care of other people, you know. So मुझे बहुत माना है बच्चे करने.
So you know how you think it made you better at time management? Somebody like me would think कि अब मुझे टाइम निकाल के ये चीज़ करनी पड़ रही है, या मैं मस्ती नहीं कर सकती हूँ, अब मुझे टाइमली हर चीज़ करनी पड़ेगी. So I think we just have very different values and we just see life in a very different way. But I would not take the pressure of getting a kid in this world, at least mentally where I am right now.
I think my biggest privilege in life is the fact that my parents have been very supportive. I keep saying this to people कि not everyone has, no friend that I have has had parents who are supportive. You know, I think that's a big blessing if you, और lucky है, मतलब you never know, right? Like तुझे लगता है कभी ऐसे कि तूने कुछ sacrifices करे हैं to reach where you are? बहुत genuinely बताइए, मतलब because I don't want you to think that you will sound shallow while saying sacrifices, but I'm sure something or the other you would have sacrificed to be where you are.
I think the only sacrifice I made is my confidence. I used to be the most confident person I knew, and now I have no sense of self. I have zero confidence in myself because I associate so much of my self-worth with what people are saying, and when you constantly read bad things about you, you start believing them. And I think for the longest time I started believing that I'm a bad person. कि भाई मतलब मैं बदतमीज़ हूँ, मैं बिगड़ी हुई हूँ, मैं इंसान ही बुरी हूँ, and I deserve bad things. You know how when this entire the influencer that died, there was so much, when she died everybody was like saying कि oh, influencers deserve to die because they're making reels, and they say that with about a lot of things. Like people say I deserve to not be loved, I deserve to be cheated on. So I think I just started believing those things for a very long time. So जब तक सोशल मीडिया नहीं था, आई यूज टू रियली लाइक माई सेल्फ एंड आई यूज टू रियली लव माई सेल्फ. लाइक मैं लोगों को सिखाती थी कि हाउ कैन यू नॉट लव योर सेल्फ, एंड आई एम जस्ट सो लॉस्ट कि ऐसे प्यार हो जा रहा है लोगों को खुद से वैसा. सो आई डोंट थिंक एक्सेप्ट फॉर दैट आई sacrificed anything. I think I sacrificed my relationship with my dad for quite some time because he did not approve of me making videos, me wearing the clothes that I wore, gali galoj, everything. So he didn't speak to me for quite some time. But uske alawa nothing. It's been good.
I have an answer which will sound cliche. So मुझे गाली मत दियो. एक तो डर लगता है, इतना मैं कुछ भी ऐसा लगता है मैं कुछ आंसर बोलूँगा, बोलेगी स्टार्टअप ब्रो है तो.
This is a safe space.
मुझे ऐसा लगता है तो बहुत क्लीशे साउंड करेगा तो मुझे गाली नहीं देना. मुझे जेन्युइनली ऐसा लगता है कि आई वॉज बॉर्न टू डू दिस, कि मुझे ऐसा ही बनना था. तो पिछले 2-3 साल से मैं इतना सोचता ही नहीं. तो जैसे जब मुझे गाली देते हैं लोग कि 12 घंटे लैपटॉप पे बैठ रहता है, मुझे लगता है यही है मेरी लाइफ. तो मुझे नहीं लगता सैक्रिफाइसेस. आई थिंक द ओनली सैक्रिफाइस दैट आई हैव मेड इज लिविंग होम. मुझे एडी से दूर रहने बहुत कहते हैं ना दिल किलच जाता है, मतलब यू नो मुझे वो बिल्कुल अच्छा लगता है. मतलब आई विश कि मेरे पेरेंट्स भी मेरे साथ रहते. मेरा मतलब यू नो एडी इज माई सन माई ब्रदर एट द सेम टाइम, लाइक इज जस्ट दिस वन. तो मुझे बस वो बुरा लगता है मुझे कि यार आई जस्ट विश कि मैं उनके पास रह पाता, उनको और प्यार दे पाता. यार मैंने करियर शुरू करा था अपना when I was 13. You don't know this?
No.
I started making videos online when I was 13 years old. और मैं इसलिए बना पाया था, सो मैं बहुत ही I didn't have a bunch of friends. I was very lean kid, not great at sports. I would get bullied. मुझसे अभी भी बॉल नहीं फेंकी जाती. दिग्विजय और गणेश बहुत मजाक उड़ाते हैं. I can't throw a straight ball.
Same, even I can't. Yeah.
It's maddening, you know. So for a boy to be this bad at sports is a इसकी तो मार ही देंगे मतलब. तो मैं घर पे आता तो मैं सिर्फ पढ़ाई करता, तो मैं इसलिए फर्स्ट और सेकंड आता था. तो क्योंकि कुछ काम नहीं था और मेरी माय मदर इज एन इको गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट, तो पढ़ाती थी, वो कहती थी करना ही करना है, कुछ कर नहीं सकते. सो आई डोंट नो, आई जस्ट व्हेन आई वाज ग्रोइंग अप I had a laptop, I had a computer, and I had a webcam, and I had a mic. What can you do with these 3 things? You can make videos.
But how nice. Yeah.
So that's how I started making videos.
That is so sweet. I think for so many people, just making videos was an escape when they started out.
So इसलिए मुझे तो बहुत respect है creators के लिए. Like I also create content, but मैं कहीं ना कहीं अपने आप को fully creator नहीं समझता because मैं बहुत I'm only dedicating.
But do you miss that zone when you were making vlogs in Europe? Do you wish you could go back and like do that more often, or like choose that fully?
If I would have figured out, if I wouldn't have had money responsibilities.
Yeah. But now that you have a certain amount of money in your bank account and you are stable, you know कि अगले 3-4 साल you can comfortably pass with all the responsibilities, maintaining this lifestyle. Why don't you give it like an honest chance?
60 लोग हो गए टीम में. So you know when जब तुम सोने जाते हो, तुम्हें लगता है 60 लोगों का families are now dependent on you making the right or wrong decision, and we don't have junior folks. आउल की टीम में ना 30-year-old भी है, 35-year-old भी है. So now the challenge, हमारी by the way आउल टीम is very senior. Like बहुत सारी एजेंसी की ना जूनियर 23-24 साल के लोग होते हैं. हमारी टीम में बहुत सारे सीनियर लोग हैं. I am probably like one of the youngest folks in my team and in my leadership.
But you're too young to be taking these responsibilities. Don't you feel like you've grown up too fast?
I do, but then I also feel I'm so lucky that I'm getting the opportunity to do what I'm doing. जो एक मीडिया में इंसान को 33-34 पे अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ मिलती हैं, वो मुझे भी मिल रही है. हमने IPL फिल्म्स बना ली, हमने एमिरेट्स के लिए काम कर लिया, हमने ऐसे बड़े बड़े नामों के लिए. तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मतलब आई मस्ट बी लाइक कुछ तो तारे चमके हैं मेरे कि यू नो आई हैव डन दिस. तो
कभी-कभी तो जैसे लगता है कि पूरी जिंदगी है काम करने के लिए, and maybe you could have been a kid for a little longer.
लगता है
because work you'll have forever.
लगता है, पर मैं इतना क्वेश्चन नहीं करता फिर. But now I'm very actively like this podcast.
Yeah.
You might hate what I'm about to say, but I don't care if it gets views or not.
Yeah.
मुझे नहीं फर्क
No,
पड़ता.
some things you do for your soul.
You know, what I was telling you कि मैं सारा पैसा खर्च दूंगा to make sure the production is maybe a little higher. मुझे नहीं फर्क पड़ता मैं पैसा इससे कमा रहा हूँ नहीं कमा रहा. पर ये मुझे अच्छा लगता है, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है बात करना. तो this gives me like I am more energetic now than I was in the start of the day when I met you.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, tell me the one thing that still makes you feel like a kid. Like when you do that, you forget responsibilities, you forget being an entrepreneur, you forget your 60 people team. You be yourself and you enjoy it and you feel like a child.
Travel.
Yeah.
जब मैं गायत्री से मिला था यूरोप में ट्रैवल करते हुए, जब मैं ट्रैवल करता हूँ ना बहुत, आई थिंक आई बिकम समबडी एल्स, स्पेशली व्हेन इट्स ईयर एंड ट्रैवल. अच्छा ईयर एंड ना हमारे बिजनेस में काम बहुत स्लो होता है. सो आई एम गोइंग टू यूरोप अगेन
फॉर न्यू ईयर्स.
हाँ. इज देयर अ पर्सन इन द क्रिएटर इकोसिस्टम जो दैट यू लुक अप टू?
Ganesh, for sure. I was telling Ganesh that if I ever make it big in life, like big enough to have a movie, they will not be able to make the movie without mentioning Ganesh.
Why?
Because not only is he insanely successful and then extremely humble while having that success and being smart, but he's such a good friend. I think when you have friends who are there and you're here,
Yeah.
nobody gives you a hand and pulls you up. Ganesh will give you a rope, a ladder, a lift and just beg you to come up. And I think those are the people you need in life. And Ganesh just functions from so much love and wisdom. Usually people either pick their heart or their brain when they're taking decisions. Ganesh does both. Like he got the dog shelter, he spent money on that, but then he'd also be very wise while doing other things. So it's just whenever I sit with him I learn. And I think तुम हर इंसान से सीख सकते हो, but ऐसे बहुत कम लोग होते हैं जिनसे तुम सीखना चाहते हो. Like you would accept whatever they are throwing at you. And he's the one person who tells me कि you know अभी तो अपनी valuation इतनी सोच रही है, but 3 साल के बाद सोच तू किधर होगी? Why you thinking of yourself as a small creator? ये वो. So मतलब when you don't believe in yourself and you've grown up not with people who don't believe in you, having the one person to tell you कि भाई मैं तो हूँ, मुझे तो लग रहा है तू फोड़ देगा, तुझे क्यों नहीं लग रहा? It's such a rare feeling. So that combined with where he is in life just makes him the best person overall.
You know, I've known Ganesh for almost 4 years now. I
Yeah?
knew him since he uploaded like, he was under like a lakh in subscribers.
Oh, I'm not his target audience, so I never watched his content.
ये मैं ही क्यों हूँ जो मैं तेरा भी कंटेंट देख रहा था 2020 में और गणेश का भी देख रहा
I just love content. Some
मुझे-
type of content.
No.
Which is why I'm telling you, you have multiple personalities.
था.
And you're only showing one, which is where you're fucking up.
You know Tarini?
Yeah.
I found her through her first video. Like first video on Instagram. उससे पहले she used to upload on TikTok and other platforms. And I've been following her since then. So when we actually first had a conversation like this, like proper conversation, I told her everything of her content journey without. So you, Tarini, like so many people I've been following. In fact, individually, I've known everyone in a group for very long. 2020
Yeah.
Digvijay, 2020 Ganesh,
Yeah.
2021 early Ansh.
I think what I like the most about this group is that everybody met each other separately.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh,
Somehow.
let's just be friends together.
You know how that happened?
Yeah.
So there was a conference in Bombay, Spotify,
Oh, I know this story.
and I was speaking with Ganesh on something,
Yeah.
and he just didn't seem very. I don't know. I could feel he could be happier,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Bhai, tu please aaja."
Huh.
He's like, no, I won't come. And he really liked me, I knew.
Yeah.
मुझे पता था कि वो ना बंदा मुझे बहुत ट्रस्ट करता है. I'm like, तुम मेरे लिए आजा. I will only spend the day with you. Aul का birthday आजा 5th November को.
Huh.
So he's like, अच्छा, I'll come for you because Aul's birthday. Something
Yeah.
like that he said.
Yeah.
And that's when he met everyone. And then he, on the same day, he's like, हमने बोला दुबई जा रहे हैं in a month. Exactly in a month. We had all booked. Like, I'll also book.
Yeah.
And then he came.
But Ganesh as a person also really values friendship.
He does.
मतलब I think his number one source of happiness is friendship.
Yeah.
And he will not refrain from telling you that you mean a lot. जैसे हम लोग कितना डरते हैं ना कि भाई just play it cool, play it safe, don't tell people that you're too attached to them. He's so out there, he wears his heart on his fucking sleeve. He's like, I love you, man.
Yeah.
क्या हो गया? I don't want to be cool.
I have more I love you messages from Ganesh
Yeah.
than Gayatri.
Same. For sure. मतलब, I don't
Which
even
is-
have anybody else. But every time I tell Ganesh something traumatic or something that's been hurting me, he just doesn't have the right words to say. But then he'll go home and he'll be like, Apoorva, you're the best. I love you, yaar. And it's just the love you with heart that I just
वैसा
know
बहुत
कि-
ही
yeah.
bro वाला feel आता है
Yeah,
उससे.
yeah.
Do you, अच्छा, who's your since you're talking about people that we like and love, top 5 recent phone/WhatsApp chats. Like, who are these 5 people that you're just...
Always Ayushi, my best friend. Uski chat mein you will find every update of my life. There's no hi, hello, bye. There's ye ho raha hai, she'll tell me ye ho raha hai, and then just ek dusre ko advice. So that's like my favorite person to talk to.
Okay.
Second is I have a girlies group where I have like 4 or 5 friends, and I just अगर मुझे सबको इकट्ठे gossip देनी तो I just put it on that group. Guys, ये हो गया.
Collective gossip on
It's
this.
that. Then the third one is my collective group.
Okay.
My work group, because वो मैं बहुत पढ़ती हूँ, and then
Of
although
course.
it's a work relationship, nobody gives each other respect or takes them seriously. तो सब एक दूसरे को गाली दे रहे हैं उस group पे, and it's so funny. Everybody is just being passive aggressive. Stickers में बात कर रहे हैं सब लोग. So that's fun. I am in no family groups at all.
At all.
Yeah.
तुम्हारे घर का तो होगा कुछ?
हाँ, एक है जिसमें सिर्फ मतलब ऐसे डॉक्यूमेंट्स जा रहे हैं, फ्लाइट टिकट जा रही है, तो वी डोंट हैव अ ग्रुप जहाँ पे ऐसे कोट्स आते हैं ना कि गुड मॉर्निंग,
Good morning.
आज व्हाटएवर फ्लाइट, वैसा कोई ग्रुप नहीं है. उसके अलावा आई लव चैटिंग विद, वाओ आई एम सो सिंगल. मेरे दिमाग में एक भी लड़का नहीं आ रहा.
Oh shit. ठीक है.
आई थिंक उसके अलावा दिग्गू भाई,
हाँ.
दिग्गू को पता चल जाए कि कोई गॉसिप है, दिग्गू कैन नॉट वेट
Wait.
1 minute. क्या हो गया क्यूटी हेलो. सो दैट्स अ वेरी फन चैट. ठीक है ना. अभी हमारा जो हैंगओवर 4 वाला ग्रुप है,
That's been active.
सो एंड उसमें लोग फेक स्टोरीज भी सुना रहे हैं.
Oh.
It's just insane.
यार, दिग्विजय sometimes I feel is not real.
Yeah. And दिग्विजय, so मैं दिग्विजय को कह रही थी, I think you should go to Apple and volunteer. कि वो तेरा मुंह स्टडी करें और उससे इमोजीज बनाए, because दिग्विजय gives so many expressions. Apple does not have it. बात करते करते like so expressive, so animated. Diggu has not texted on his broadcast in 6 months. Every 6 minutes, Digvijay texts on my broadcast.
Guru, my mom also loved Digvijay.
Yeah, everybody's mom loves. My dad doesn't love anybody.
Everybody's mom loves Digvijay.
Yeah, तभी उसकी शादी नहीं हुई because only moms are loving him, and moms are already married. दिग्विजय की टारगेट ऑडियंस गलत चीज है.
गलत है. मतलब जब तुम when you meet people like me, or actually not just me, but maybe I'm showing one part of my life, but do you think some creators like fake their personalities online?
100%. I've met people who are so funny videos में, and then real life में they are so boring, and I've met people who are so, मतलब they really just need to go touch some fucking grass, brother. मतलब लोगों के अंदर इतना अहंकार भरा हुआ है, मैं बता नहीं सकती हूँ. People really think that they are the shit when in reality they're just shit. So I don't know.
What is the worst part about being a creator? Like सबसे जैसे मुझे जो प्रीमियर इवेंट्स होते हैं ना, that तो I'm like कि नहीं.
But no, those events are not the worst. There's free food, there's alcohol on most events. You get to meet the brand POCs. Every time I meet a brand POC, I'm like, thanks for giving me money, bro. Give me more money next time. That's all I say. लोग वहाँ पे जाके brand POC से दोस्ती कर रहे हैं. मैं कहा, I don't think दोस्ती matters. I think the numbers matter, but let it be. जो भी है. So I don't think that is the worst part. The worst part would be that you can't take anything back.
मतलब
I have grown up on the internet, and obviously I was not this person 2 साल पहले. So I've said stupid things that I now cannot take back.
like the Musically.
No, like worse things than that. Obviously I have grown as a person. I know more about life now. I'm not a perfect person right now also, but इससे पहले तो मैं और भी खराब थी ना. तो it's just that everything is out there, and people till date will use it against you, whatever you have said.
Yeah.
My relationship with my ex-boyfriend will always be used against me, no matter who I marry, when I marry. मैं कुछ भी कर लूँ लाइफ में, मैं कहीं भी चली जाऊँ. Now people just know this about me. They've seen this. They will use it against me. So I just feel like कुछ undo करने की पार होनी चाहिए. Because in your life you can cut people. कि अगर तुझे बार बार तेरा कोई दोस्त याद दिला रहा है कि तूने उस लड़की को डेट करके गलती की, तो भाई तू जा, नहीं करनी तेरे से बात. But internet पे you can't do that.
You can't do that.
It will stay with you.
No control Z.
Yeah.
No undo.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I never thought of this. It's so obvious, but like it's such a
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. अच्छी लगती है तो लाइफ अपनी?
I am, मतलब मैं तो genuinely सोच भी नहीं सकती थी इस लाइफ के बारे में. It's amazing. I love it.
मुझे याद है
Even on the fucked up days, I just love the life that I'm living.
तूने मुझे एक चीज़ बोली थी पुणे के ट्रिप से like when we were coming back कि तू नहीं देखती ऐसे एस्पिरेशन नहीं है तेरी कि मुझे मतलब you said something along the lines of कि what you had today you never thought you would have.
Yeah.
And this wasn't even in the wildest of your dreams, something like that you said. And how you think of the worst in fact.
Yeah.
And the fact that such good things are happening.
Yeah.
Still the case.
For sure. I think the only thing that I really wanted to do in life was travel. और मैं सोचती थी कि मैं when I got this tattoo, this was my first tattoo, it has a wave.
Okay.
It's a heart, and heart can there's a wave, sun and a plane. So I got this tattoo. I promised myself that every year I would go to Goa once. Like I would save money to go to Goa once and see the beach once. That was my aspiration. Because
वो हो गया तो life is set.
Yeah, I just really wanted to be near a beach once a year. So imagine that was my aspiration. Affording pantaloons के कपड़े was my aspiration. I really liked clothes, so I wanted to shop from Shein. वो मेरी aspiration थी. Now I can buy a serpentine. I choose not to because I have better decision making power than that. But I can. So, and I think we are the first generation that prioritizes themselves. Our parents don't want to spend money on them. And because they don't want to spend money on themselves, they don't spend on things like traveling. Like upgrading their lifestyle, moving to a better house, getting better furniture, getting house help. वो ये सब नहीं करते क्योंकि वो अपने बारे में सोचते ही नहीं है. तो हम पहली जनरेशन है जो ऐसे सोच पा रहे हैं कि I'm sad, I'll take a trip because I deserve to be happy.
Yeah.
This is such a new concept. तुम हमारे मम्मी पापा को बोलेगा कि मम्मी आपके और पापा की लड़ाई हो गई, babe, catch flights not feelings. तो ये कैसी बात है ये? But we're the first generation that did it.
Yeah.
तो पापा हमें ट्रिप पे लेके जाते थे एंड इट वुड बी लाइक 4-5 साल में एक बार वो टेक अस टू गोवा.
कहाँ पे? गोवा.
बिकॉज उनका गेस्ट हाउस होता था वहाँ पे, तो हम ट्रेन से जाते थे दो दिन की जर्नी करके. एंड वहाँ पे उनका गेस्ट हाउस होता था, हम 4 लोग एक रूम में रुकते थे. सो फॉर आवर ट्रैवल वाज दैट. सो आई मीन नाउ गोइंग आउट, ईटिंग आउट व्हेनेवर आई वांट टू, टेकिंग ट्रिप्स व्हेनेवर आई वांट टू, बाइंग whatever I want without thinking to an extent. Like अगर मैं ज़ारा में खड़ी मैं खरीद सकती हूँ, अगर मैं लुई विटॉन में खड़ी मैं नहीं खरीद सकती.
But ज़ारा में भी बिना प्राइस टैग के खरीदना was a
but इतनी ऐसे कभी देखा ही नहीं कि लोग ऐसे रहते हैं, तो कभी एस्पिरेशन ही नहीं बनी ऐसी. पता ही नहीं था कि ये भी हो सकता है. पापा ने यही बोला था कि अगर IIT जाओगे तो 24 लाख रुपए की नौकरी लगेगी, तो 2 लाख रुपए मिलेंगे महीने के. और वो एस्पिरेशन थी यार कि इतना पैसा तो बहुत पैसा हो जाएगा. None of my family members have their own business, so I've not seen abundance of money anywhere. तो मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि ऐसे भी सपने देख सकते हो. भाई ये तो बढ़िया है.
So you also did not know where to use that money potentially.
Yeah.
अभी भी ऐसा है?
I mean, I think I really waste my money. वो गणेश बोलता रहता है invest 1 crore here, 2 crore here, और मैं नहीं करती हूँ. I always tell him I'm investing myself, babe. I mean, now I know कि कहाँ बहा सकते हैं पैसा. I just don't know the right places to put it. I'm not smart, but now I've learned what money can buy.
How was your experience with the MG ZS EV?
Amazing. I love the car. I'm usually the passenger princess, so obviously the front seat was amazing. But then the back, maybe the leg space is insane. Love the car. And the sunroof is very cute.
है ना?
I think it's perfect for like a date night and everything.
वो तो हो नहीं रहा अभी. तो
मेरे साथ तो हो रहा है, just not right now. अच्छा तू मेरा मजाक उड़ा रहा था.
तेरी लाइफ में नहीं होगा.
अच्छा लगता है इसे गेस्ट का मजाक उड़ाना.
This is the vibe of the podcast.
Okay.
Amazing, but I'm so glad we did this. This is.
It was so fun.
You know, my only metric of a great conversation, if it doesn't feel like you're doing it for something.
Yeah.
You know, today didn't feel like And as we went more and more deeper into the podcast, maybe initially 10 minutes it felt like हम record कर रहे हैं.
हाँ.
तो भूल गया उसके बाद.
Yeah, and मतलब I was telling you पहले भी कि now that people are so sensitive, you think so much before speaking, but I think the conversation just really flowed today, and I was just having fun and not thinking about कि oh am I gonna get cancelled? Yeah, it's a little problematic, but बहुत मजा आया.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming, and yes, thanks so much for watching, guys.
Thanks, guys. Like, share, and subscribe to Wadhwa and buy an MG, whatever car he said for yourself.
ZSEV. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye. Thanks for having me.